Alright everyone, what's going on? So today's video is going to be the Mika Season 5 character overview. So I know a lot of you guys are wondering how she's doing this time around. So let's get into the changes she had. She didn't have a ton of changes, but she had a universal change, which was on the knockdown. It says unified the collision box during a crumple knockdown to be the same height as other characters. I guess that was a big issue going on. That one I was a little unsure about, I'm not going to lie. Let's see the next one. Stand light kick. Change so that the hurt box will not move backwards. Alright, so for those guys who don't know what this changes, let me show you what it is real quick. So let me actually put me into the corner. And I'll put Mika on record. And I'll show you. So just to make sure we got it set up right. Yeah, there we go. I'm gonna do yep, counter hit, right? So previously you could block Lady Mika. And what will happen is you can do stand light kick and it'll make stand medium punch whiff, right? You can do that with a lot of moves in the game. Lower stand, medium punch into her frame trap, you know, so on and so forth. But when you try to do it now, you get hit. You just get hit clean. I'll mash it. You just get hit. So you can't do it anymore. So that was the change on that one. Alright, then next on the list, there's stand medium punch. Change so that the opponent blocking the active frames will get an advantage in recovery. Not really super sure on that one. I wasn't 100% sure. I heard that you can make it like -1 if you hit it meaty. If you hit it like real meaty. But yeah, that one I was a little unsure about. Now crouch medium punch is one of the biggest nerfs she got this season. So they reduced the backwards hitbox, and they expanded the upwards and backwards hitboxes for frames 8 through 21. So that's a huge nerf. So basically, you know, it's self-explanatory. She can't anti-air from behind her anymore. You know, that was like a big complaint that people had with Mika. So this is how it looked, right? Now you just get hit. See, can't do it no more. Just clean hit. And there's another thing that affects this too. So previously we got a reset, which I use all the time. It was you just do any hit, and then you would do you would call in the dash go from behind the opponent and hold it, and then you would do Irish whip. Then you would dash, immediately do crouch fierce and crouch medium punch. And then the dash go would hit, and then you would just get, when the crouch medium punch would be hit, you could choose left or right, but now you can't do that anymore. And now when I try it, this happens. There's whiffs, see? Because there's no hitbox behind her head anymore. So that, one of her best mid-screen mix-up is gone. In my opinion, I thought it was the best one because you could always choose left or right, and it was very ambiguous. However, it's not the end of the world, you know, there's still mix-ups like this one I'll show you right now. That's pretty good. Oops, I messed up. I didn't believe that was the same mini punch would hit there. You know, I could do that, or you know, if you want to delay it a little bit. Oh, I didn't delay it too much. That one was a little too delayed, but you get it. You can just time it, right? Or use something like this if you really want to do the mix-up. This one's kind of hard though. I don't know if I'll get on the first try. Yeah, that one I messed up. Let's try again. See? You can do something like that. Or you can stay in the front. Alright, so the next change, stand chop. So they changed it where you can do heavy peach instead of medium peach. So normally you would do this, and that was it, right? But now you can do heavy peach. So that's a pretty cool buff. More damage, more corner carry. Then they made it where the mic, when you talk on the mic, there's you can press forward and it'll go forward a little more. So this is how it looks normally, right? This is how it looks. I'll hold forward. See, it hits her. See, so it's pretty cool, I guess. Still not what she needed for V-skill buff, but it's something, I guess. And then the last one is, so they changed it so that if Nadeshko's attack and Mika throw the opponent at the same time, Nadeshko will take priority. So there's a corner unblockable that I'll try to show you, where you know, it was like if you stood there, you got caught by the critical art, and if you jumped, Nadeshko would hit you, then you get caught by the critical art. It will combo into it, right? So your best option was to, if you didn't have an invincible DP, your best option was to backdash before the flash, and people would say like, oh, you know, like, oh, I'm supposed to know that, you know, they made jokes. But like, if you have good situational awareness, you would be aware of what, if you would know that if you're in the corner, Mika has full resources, a full V trigger and critical art, that something like that might happen. Not defending it, just saying that was a way to get out of it previously. But now it looks like they got rid of it. However, she still does have like I'll try to show you it real quick. Hopefully I don't mess it up. Yeah, I messed it up. Let's try again. But yeah, basically, I'm messing it up. Third time's the charm, I hope. You know, let's try it without the drop kick. Or without the stand line kick. Yeah, so basically, if I don't know, it can still work. You just gotta you gotta mix it up some. The mid screen one still works. The regular this one right here. Let me just do all block. That one still works, right? So they try to get rid of the unblockables, but it's still there. And then you know, the next thing on the list I want to talk about before we get into how viable Mika is her new V skill. So her new V skill is called Pumped Up, and basically a parry. Now, it only counters mids, highs. It doesn't counter lows. It doesn't counter projectiles. It doesn't counter critical arts. You know, anything like that. Right? No grabs or nothing. So it's pretty self-explanatory. Only strikes from above, which are high, or you know, mid. So there's some cool things you can do with it. Let me just show you how it looks for those guys who may not have seen it yet. And it looks like it gives you a buff there, but it doesn't. I had people ask me, does it give you a buff? But no, it does not. See, if I try to do anything, it doesn't. And then, yeah, Lady Mika is also a good anti-air, by the way. That didn't change. That's always been a thing. But you know, that's the high, and then this is like the mid. Let's do that. Oops. You know, so it's kind of cool, I guess. It really helps in a lot of things. Like when Cammy does her V skill one, dive kick. Normally, I would use my V trigger one to you know, kind of counter it. But you know, you can do that instead. However, there's one more thing I want to talk about with this mic. You can combo Nadeshiko into it. You might see a video later on about people doing that or me doing it. But if you notice, I take gray health up there. Do you notice that? Look at my health bar. You take gray life for the counter. So that's one big downside to it. I don't know why you take gray life from it, but you do. And then, yeah, that's pretty much it. So now there is something I want to talk about. So the viability of Mika. This is like the main reason you guys come to the video, right? You want to know the changes and know how viable she is. I will personally say that I think Mika is still viable. I think that this season they did a really good job of making every character viable. They made Ed and Falk, those buffs look pretty good. I don't really know like how good overall like some of these characters will be. They look like they got a lot of really good buffs. But it made them more viable overall. Like everybody, you know, became more viable. I feel like they're still obviously gonna be low, mid, high, top tiers, right? But it seems that this is like one of the better seasons overall. However, for Mika this season, I do believe that she's gonna go down a few tiers. Early impressions. I know it's early in the season and everything's not set in stone, but just seeing like all the good buffs that Laura got, that Ken got, you know, some of these other characters got. You know, I think Mika will end up, you know, going down a few tiers. Like if you thought she was top 10 previously, I think she will no longer be top 10. And if you didn't think she was top 10, like you thought she was just outside of it, I think she might go down a little bit below that. But I just want to let you guys know as well, because this is a question that I get asked. I was getting asked in my stream. Will I still be playing Mika this season? Yes, I will definitely be still playing Mika this season. All right. If I learned anything from Capcom Cup this year, IDOM showed me that, you know, it's possible to still do good with anyone. You know, like people always talk about pick a top tier and all this stuff and blah, so on and so forth, right? But IDOM did it mainly with Laura. He actually used poison in the last match to beat Punk. He used poison when he thought it was necessary, but he showed me that, you know, he inspired me a lot. I will say that much, and he showed me that it's still possible to do it. You know, like even if you're not playing the top, it's the top tier characters. So with that being said, I'm still gonna make Mika. I'm still gonna do as much Mika content as I can. You know, any findings that I have. I do hope that and they'd make a 5.5 patch and kind of like relook at some things with Mika. Like her V-Skill 2 isn't the greatest, but you know, I kind of hope that they can give her like some other things, like a, you know, maybe like a health and stun buff, because that seems to be like a thing that most characters got. Mika did not get. You know, I didn't expect Laura to get a health buff because she already had 1,000, but she has 1025. I'm also not hating on any of these characters that got these buffs, but it would be cool to see Mika get a little bit of love if they do another patch. You know, I'm not gonna cry for buffs or anything like that in general. Like I'm just saying it would be cool if they did. All right. But I still think Mika's pretty good, and she can still win. Maybe it would need someone else. I do feel that her bad matchups, you know, some of her bad matchups may get a little better with some of the nerfs, but then I feel like she'll have some new bad matchups. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if Laura beat Mika, you know, if Urian has the edge over Mika this time around, if Ed gives Mika trouble, or Falk this time around, things like that. So just look out for that. The Mika guy, I still have to make that. That's something that I'm going to definitely do this season. I know I said it last time, but look out for that. I should have done it a while ago, but now we'll have to a fresh start, so I might as well do it. Alright, so yeah, that's the end of this video, guys. If you guys are new around here, make sure to subscribe, alright? I'm going to be back on my content game as much as possible. And if you like the video, leave a thumbs up. If you have any questions in the comments, let me know. Make sure to follow your boy on Twitter at TauntButton. It used to be TauntButton16, but now it's just TauntButton. And if you like my videos and you want to play sets or watch me live, or you have any questions live, you check out my stream. It's El Chicote, just like my YouTube name, and a link in the description just in case you forget. But yeah, guys, so that's the end of this, and peace out, and I'll see you guys later. Take care.